When it comes to Hollywood, reality often takes a back seat to spectacle. Whether it's red carpet romances or accidental paparazzi sightings, Tinseltown never misses a chance to keep the world guessing. Enter the unlikely duo that has everyone whispering over avocado toast, Gigi Hadid and Bradley Cooper. At first glance, this may seem like your average celeb romance, glamorous, intriguing, and doused in luxury skincare, but dive a little deeper, and it's less rom-com and more Gone Girl meets a Chanel campaign. Now let's unpack the drama, the theories, and the timeline sprinkled with just the right amount of sass and skepticism. Age ain't nothing but a number until it's not. Let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. The age difference. Gigi is 30, Bradley is 50. Cue the collective gasp. But hang on. Before we start clutching pearls, maybe it's time we stop pretending 30-year-old women are fresh out of college. Gigi is not only a successful model, but also a businesswoman, a mother, and someone who's definitely no longer asking her mom for a puppy. Compare that to the red flags of, say, a 20-year-old dating a 40-year-old. Yeah, that's when the age gap starts to feel like a midlife crisis with a debit card. But a 30 and 50 dynamic? That's two seasoned adults with enough baggage to open a Louis Vuitton outlet. And honestly, if you're still calling Gigi a young girl at 30, you probably still think TikTok is just for dancing teens. Baby Gigi meets gym coach Bradley. Not really. Context really is everything. In 2007, Gigi was probably arguing with her mom Yolanda over a bedtime curfew. Meanwhile, Bradley looked like the kind of guy who yells at kids for dribbling a basketball too loudly. Fast forward to now, and sure, they seem mismatched on paper, but relationships aren't resumes. We should also give credit where it's due. Gigi, in a recent Vogue interview, didn't sound like someone caught up in the glitz of dating a movie star. She sounded grounded, reflective, and, dare we say, mature. Not a whiff of boyfriend does my makeup content or soft launch Instagram hints. Just intentional boundaries and adult communication. So maybe, just maybe, we're judging the wrong thing here. This isn't Leo's situation. Thankfully. To be clear, this is no Leonardo DiCaprio scenario, where the minute a woman hits 26, she's apparently eligible for early retirement. Leo's dating pool is so young, it practically needs a hall pass. Bradley, on the other hand, has shown some restraint over the years, even joking about being old enough to father Jennifer Lawrence when they were linked by gossip back in the day. Now, let's not get carried away and hand him a feminist hero trophy. But if we're comparing creepo meter readings, Bradley's score isn't quite in the red, at least not yet. So what's the deal with Gigi and Bradley's vibe? According to Gigi, what bonds them isn't just affection, it's alignment. Both are single parents raising daughters in the ever-chaotic world of Hollywood. Kai, Gigi's daughter with Zayn Malik, is 5, and Bradley's daughter Leah is about 8. Parenting alone in Tinseltown is a full-time job, so finding someone who gets it? That's practically a romantic comedy plotline all by itself. And while Gigi walks the runway and Bradley strides across theater stages, both swim in the same creative waters. It's not just matching aesthetic selfies, it's a shared understanding of fame, pressure, and artistry. That's not puppy love, that's therapy bills and co-parenting schedules. Love? Bradley's dad, Duty, is giving wholesome energy. When asked if Bradley would be attending the Victoria's Secret show, Gigi's reply was simple. He's home. He's on dad duty. Pause. That's actually kind of adorable. No red carpet PDA, no clout-chasing TikToks. Just a man watching his kid and letting his partner do her thing. Either this is real, or their PR team deserves an Oscar. Gigi even said that Bradley has introduced her to theater and expressive arts. Given this is the same man who turned Lady Gaga into Ally from A Star Is Born, we're inclined to believe he knows how to tap into someone's emotional depths, even if it ends in emotional exhaustion. But wait, is it all just a little too perfect? That's where things get interesting. Because some fans aren't buying the organic romance narrative. Instead, they're side-eyeing the relationship harder than a mother-in-law at a Vegas wedding. Why? Because it all just feels too curated. The silence, the secrecy, the lack of social media oversharing. It's almost like they're following a carefully crafted script. And in Hollywood, when things look this polished, people assume there's a producer lurking just off camera. Enter Yolanda Hadid, stage left. Let's talk about Yolanda Hadid, model mom turned alleged momager. Some believe she's the Kris Jenner of this operation, pulling strings from behind the scenes like she's directing a Broadway show. Need your daughter back in the headlines? Easy. Just pair her with a respected, established actor who won't ghost her in 2 months. There's internet chatter claiming that Yolanda may be less of a supportive mom and more of a CEO of brand Hadid trademark. And this relationship? It could be the big-budget sequel she's been waiting to greenlight. But Bradley's no innocent? Either. Let's not pretend Bradley's just sipping kombucha and raising his kid. There are whispers that he might benefit from this too. From renewed public image to dodging certain rumors specifically about his personal life, this relationship gives him a little extra PR insulation. Some theorists have taken it even further, diving into the deep end of celebrity gossip with speculation that this may be a classic beard setup. For the uninitiated, a beard, not the facial hair, is someone who dates a public figure to provide a hetero-friendly front for the press. Think less love story, more seasonal contract. And then there's the backyard meet cute that wasn't so cute. Their story supposedly begins at a child's birthday party, a charming, wholesome setting, until you ask whose backyard it was. Turns out, it may have been none other than Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' place. Now that sounds like a Disney crossover episode we never asked for. And while it's very on-brand for Ryan and Blake to play matchmaker, can't you just hear Ryan narrating it? Gigi omitted that tiny detail in her interview. Was it just forgetfulness or an attempt to hide the choreography behind their meeting? The supermodel-to-beard pipeline, Reddit's take. Ah yes, leave it to Reddit to turn celebrity dating into a crime board worthy of CSI Beverly Hills. According to the sleuths of the internet, there's a not-so-glamorous career path awaiting retired supermodels, the role of professional PR girlfriend. Because apparently, once you hit the ripe old age of 27 in Hollywood, it's less runway and more romantic prop for public image rehab. The theory? There's a yacht girl to beard pipeline, and no, not the kind with ocean views and SPF, but the one with tabloid headlines and strategic cuddling. These relationships, Reddit claims, are choreographed better than a Victoria's Secret runway. One moment, you're sipping champagne on a yacht. Next thing you know, you're smiling next to an A-lister like it's your job. Because allegedly, it is. And yes, somewhere in the middle of all this, someone's connecting Leo, Bradley, Gigi, and a 2005 yacht party mentioned in a Vanity Fair article like, it's the missing link to Atlantis, the silent spectator, or the man who knows too much. Zayn, the brooding king of keeping quiet, has been on full mute mode about Gigi and Bradley, and honestly, that silence is louder than any diss track. No cryptic tweets, no teary-eyed interviews, not even a moody Instagram story with a suspicious quote. Just peace, playlists, and parental duties. Is it emotional maturity or pure exhaustion from surviving the real-life version of Keeping Up with the Hadids? Let's not forget, their breakup had more plot twists than a Netflix thriller, complete with alleged screaming matches and Yolanda entering full WWE grandma mode. Maybe Zayn's taking the high road, or maybe he's under NDA, sipping tea we'll never taste. Either way, He's out here dodging drama like it's paparazzi in Paris. Honestly, iconic. If you love the tea and the theories, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps. Got your own take on Gigi and Bradley? Drop it in the comments. We're reading everything. For more deep dives into Hollywood's most chaotic romances, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Until next time, keep questioning the fairy tales and sipping that hot celeb tea.